being a scapegoat is one of the most painful roles you can find yourself in a toxic family system with a parent who's a narcissist. And that's because it's a lifelong gift. You see, children in general that are born into these toxic family systems with a parent who's a narcissist are born into delusion, an inverted reality where up is down and black is white. You see, these parents have a developmental and emotional age of about 6. That means they have all of these juvenile stunted psychic frameworks like splitting and fragmentation and projection. And so these kids are born into that. Most damaging is something that the leading expert, Professor Sam Vaknin, coined as projected splitting. It's a combination of projection and splitting all in one instance. So the parent, in other words, doesn't have the ability to see shades of gray or to see anything as external to them. So what do? Anything that doesn't align with their false self, anything that is less than perfect gets projected, split, and then projected onto the scapegoat child. Meanwhile, anything that's good and aligns with their delusional false self is externalized onto the golden child, which essentially serves as an extension of the false self. This is a really great way to create another narcissist. But the scapegoat child, due to a phenomenon called projective identification, misattributes these projections and ends up attributing them to themselves, that they are bad, that they do have these deficiencies, mentally unwell, not well regarded. And it doesn't just stay in isolation in the family. You see, the difference in how they're treated creates such sibling rivalry that often lasts a lifetime, because the scapegoat is being abused and mistreated in such a huge contrast to the golden child. And then the parent will go and blame all of the family's problems, along with the other family members, on the scapegoat child, the one who either didn't see or decided not to endorse the false self, the manipulations, the lies, the toxicity. And over time, the scapegoat becomes an externalized, pure shadow projection of the family itself. This drives a wedge between the golden child and the scapegoat, because it's like being abused and then being blamed for every dysfunction within that family system. It's cruel, it's exhausting, and this is why scapegoats often have the highest likelihood of breaking free, because it's so bad, there's no end to it. So to walk away is the only chance to really heal. They're called often the pattern breakers, the breakers of the generational curse. If you are in that role or have been, I salute you, as that takes an immense amount of strength. And again, to be clear, the golden child is also being abused as an extension of the parent, and a lifetime of imposter syndrome, never getting to develop an authentic self.